What up, folks? Welcome back to another video. Got good news for you guys. So I just found out that they're building a no prep track pretty close by to me, and they just finished that up. First events this weekend. We're not gonna make it, car's not ready, but that means we got to kick it into gear and start getting this thing ready. So to start, we're gonna dive into our problem from last video. But first off, since it's nice outside, we're gonna run to my parents' house and weld the bar in for the crotch belt, so we get the seat belts all taken care of and safe and installed the right way. And then we're gonna dive into our problem. So let's head to my parents and get to working on this thing. Folks, made it here to my parents. Got the Nova here in the air. I'm gonna get in here and show you guys what our plan of attack is. So here's what we're dealing with. So this little hole right here is where our crotch belt is gonna be. So we gotta do we're gonna weld the bar in right here, and then we're gonna go and then 90 it straight down into here, so we can capture this bolt right here. This bolt right here is what mounts the seat to the chassis. So that's not good. You don't want it to the floor, because that can pull right to the floor in case of an accident. So that's not gonna work. Same thing back here. We're gonna have to run a bar through across here, so we capture this bolt. This is a rear mounting seat bolt. Yeah, same thing, not gonna work. So we're gonna do a bar here and a bar here and go from there. But let's see if we can't find some metal real quick. All right, folks, so we got the little piece that we put in for the chassis, for the seat belt, for the crotch belt, and then the little bar for mounting the seat mounting bolt that was not captured on like a solid piece of the chassis. So we got that taken care of. So safety wise, I think we're good for now. We'll find out when we go through tech, but I think we're good, and we'll pass on that. But next is going to be the motor. The motor's got a little bit of a oil leak. Last week when we were doing some test hits, we sprung a leak right here in the valve cover. So we're going to start the valve covers and then go from there. I think the pan in the front cover might be leaking. So we're going to start with the valve covers, degrease the motor, and see if we get any leaks from there. But hopefully it's just valve covers, we get lucky. And if not, then we're going to do oil pan and front cover. So yeah, let's get these valve cover gaskets swapped, degrease it. Then we're gonna do some carburetor tuning before we go drive it, see if that's our problem, or see if it's a fuel pressure problem. We're gonna throw a gauge in the fuel line to see if we're losing fuel pressure up top at like 6,000 RPM. But I got a feeling that I think we might be fine. I don't know, we'll see. The gauge will tell us what's going on, but yeah, probably jet the carburetors up too, just to be safe. Maybe raise the float level too. We'll see. Let's get the valve covers resealed, and then we'll get in the carburetors and see what we're dealing with. All right, folks, so got it all degreased. It's all cleaned up. So we're gonna let this water finish drip drying, and then we're gonna pull the carbs up, or open up the carbs, and see if see what we got for jets in the secondaries. I don't know what we have in the secondaries, but I think they're the factory setting, so I think it's like 100 or something. I'll have to look. But I know that the primaries are at 104 because I richened the primaries up a lot. But I want to richen up the secondaries and then maybe adjust the float levels, see where those are at now, see if it's low, high, or where it needs to be, or go from there and see what we got. So let's get this thing pulled apart. All right, so we got the front carburetor pulled apart. We got the jets out and looked at them. I can't determine what is on them. I think I can for sure see a 8. I think it is, or a 9. I don't know. But if you look it up, the factory jet sizes for a 1405 Edelbrock carburetor are 100 on the primaries and 95 on the secondaries. And I know it had 100s on the primaries, so I'm pretty sure it was they were at factory when I first got them. So I had previously swapped the primaries to a 104, and now what I'm thinking about doing is taking the old primary jets, which are 100s, and put those in the secondaries. So we got 104s up front and 100s in the back. So that way on the top end, when the secondary is open, we got plenty of fuel, and hopefully that gives us some more power and picks up where we were, what seemed to be like we were leaning out or running out of fuel. So we're gonna do that. And also a buddy of mine sent me a little thing out of an Edelbrock book saying that it's recommended for a 671 blower and these Edelbrock carbs, the 1405s, to run I think it was a 101 main and a 101 secondary, and then I think pink springs, or purple springs, I can't remember. But I'm gonna have to order some springs so we get the right springs in there. But I think just changing these jets will make a huge difference. But really hard to see. I mean, if you squint hard enough, you could make it out. But yeah, shout out to magnifying glasses. So yeah, let's get those swapped in, get it thrown back together, and see what we're dealing with. Check this out. So I got the second carburetor top off, and if you see here, so this is your float. Now, see how it's sitting? It's sitting a little low. So if it's sitting a little low, you're not going to allow as much fuel on. So we're going to adjust that a little bit towards sit more level at the top, if anything. But that could be a little bit of the problem. So we'll adjust that. Get it slapped back together. All right, folks, car's back together. We're gonna go test it out. I did not go grab the fuel pressure gauge. We're just gonna go test it, see what it does. And if it doesn't fix it, then we'll grab the fuel pressure gauge and go from there. But I'm too excited to go run it. So let's go make a test it. All right, folks, so I'm here editing the video, and I just realized that I accidentally hit a time lapse instead of the video record on the GoPro. So unfortunately, we have 0 GoPro footage of us making a rip earlier today. So bear with us, and I hope you guys enjoyed the draggy results, because that's all we have currently. All right, folks, so as you guys seen, made a good rip. It didn't bog down or start leaning out. It straight good, ripped hard. It felt like it had a little more power, so that's a plus side. Show you these drag results. The drag results are pretty good. So here's yeah, this is the one we just ran. So 60 foot is pretty average from what we've been doing. And I also short shifted to second gear, so that didn't help us at all. I felt like I was spinning a little bit, so I shifted it into second to quit the spinning. The 330 foot was 5.46 seconds. Total time was 8.61 seconds at 64 miles an hour. So pretty slow on the mile an hour compared to where we've been. And then if you go to this is our fastest one yet. So our 60 foot was 1/10 of a second faster, which is no big deal. And then the 330 foot was 5.46 seconds, which is the exact same. But the 8th mile ET is 8.25 seconds at 87 miles an hour. So with that being said, I think we got our problem fixed. So I mean, from our best rip yet to this rip, the 330 foot was the exact same. That makes me feel pretty good. I mean, I clearly don't think I ripped it to the 8th mile. And then also, another thing to add on top is the temperature today for today's rip was 91 degrees, and the temperature for the fastest rip was 79 degrees. So that alone right there is definitely not helping us. The temperature's hurting us more than anything. So overall, I think we fixed the fueling problem. And then I also didn't change the fuel mixture too. The fuel mixture is the exact same mixture that was in the car when we were out in Longmont with my buddy. So that being said, I'm gonna chalk that up as done for now. We'll tweak on it later, but safety stuff just about done. Just gotta make some fine adjustments and make sure the belts fit right. And then our leak, we got a new leak now, or well, not a new leak, a leak that we've had, but we confirmed it. It's not the valve covers leaking anymore; those are sealed. This one's coming from the front cover, so we're gonna have to reseal the front cover in the oil pan again. I got a new front cover. Right now it's got like a cheap tin cover, and those are no good. They leak too much. And then I got a billet one that we're gonna throw on. So we'll throw that on, new oil pan, gasket, maybe new oil pan. I got a different oil pan I might try. So yeah, get that taken care of and hopefully sealed up. And hopefully after that, we just gotta do some adjustments to the rear suspension and get that operating a little better. I'm gonna re-square the rear end and everything, and then hopefully that takes care of that, and that's good. Then the car is pretty much ready, minus tires. Hopefully we get some t-shirts sold soon when we get those, which they're on the way. They're being made probably, I believe as we speak right now, they're being made. So hopefully we see those this week. We get some t-shirts sold, we can get some tires on the car, and yeah, so be on the lookout for the t-shirts. And then also, let me know if there's anything you guys want to see. You guys want to see more of me working on the car. You want to see more racing content. Hopefully soon we're going to be filming more racing content, especially with this no prep track being built really close to us. It's like 30 minutes away, so it's gonna be a lot easier to go racing now. So you guys let me know what you want to see. Drop a comment, share the video with your friends. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.